Hi everyone. The name of our company is GameBreed, and the product we'll be manufacturing is gaming consoles. GameBreed aims to revolutionize the gaming console industry by its cutting-edge technology. The features that makes it more unique is it's gonna give the users the freedom to play with their friends on different consoles. So, for example, if your friend has an Xbox and you have a GameBreed, you can play at the same time the same game, and it also allows the gamers to customize their hardwares. So over the next few minutes, we're gonna walk you guys through the expenditure cycle, revenue cycle, HR, and payroll cycle. So now Jing is going to walk us through the revenue cycle of GameBreed. So Jing.
So as a manufacturing company, GameBread's revenue cycle consists of selling products, consumers delivering goods, billing and collecting payments. So Katana is a source of enterprise resource planning that we use, which automatically checks our inventory levels. It provides live updates about inventory and raw material level in our warehouse. This is beneficial as a startup company where future expansion will be needed, hence the increase of inventory levels. The shipment of these goods will be conducted by outsourced carriers such as Australian Post. It is important to mediate risk as to minimize complaints. Katana also facilitates partnership with Xero, which is accounting software to maintain efficiency in the invoicing procedure of the startup company. It increases and enhances positive relationships. There are several risks involved, but it can be mitigated by cross-checking with details entered in the operations. So there are certain controls that need to be implemented by GameBread to ensure timely payment. Several methods such as implementing discounts on early payments ensures cash flow of GameBread is consistent.
So now my friend Kelly is going to walk us through the expenditure cycle of GameBread. So,
GameBread's expenditure cycle is designed to assist management in matching the supply of their product to the demand and to ensure that suppliers are being paid the correct amount within a reasonable time frame. The cycle begins with determining demand through pre-orders and sale data and creating a purchase requisition for product parts based on this. Suppliers will be chosen from an approved vendor list, and orders will be created for all necessary materials to be assembled in the assembly phase. Once the goods have been delivered, they will be checked in accordance with the purchase order before the inventory is updated. Warehouse staff will approve the order and send payment details to the accounts payable department, who will approve and make payment for the due date. There are a number of risks which arise during this process, such as an inaccurate estimate of demand and choosing suppliers who charge too much or provide poor quality goods. This risk may be mitigated by monitoring of stockouts and obsolete goods, which will allow for more accurate decision making when ordering various parts. Choosing a poor supplier may severely damage cash flow, but the risk may be mitigated through only ordering from pre-approved suppliers on a vendor list. Independent maintenance of supplier data is also required to ensure the data is up to date. The technologies considered by GameBread to support their expenditure cycle include enterprise resource planning, supply chain management, electronic exchange of data, and radio frequency data tags.
So now we have Raed with me. So Raed, tell us about the HR and payroll cycle of GameBread.
In order to hire employee in our firm, we have some steps to follow. For example, when the division manager feels like hiring some more employees, it begins with making the selection criteria, which tells about the qualities we've been looking for in an employee, depending upon whether the employee is needed in our IT department or in an assembly sector. So when someone finds him eligible for the job, he just fill out the job application, and those who are selected are informed for the interview date. So as the wages are the biggest expense in our company, we need to make sure that they are performed well. So the technologies like fingerprint scanners are used to count the working hours of every employee, and the information about the wages payable are calculated and sent to the respective department, which transfers the salaries to the bank accounts of the employee, where they can withdraw it anytime. And when we feel like having too much employees in our workplace, we just give them the leaving notice for a few weeks period to the date they are going to leave.
Well, thank you, Raed. Alright, so now we're gonna talk about some of the technologies and controls used in GameBread. So GameBread is gonna have its own app. So in here, it's for the customers basically. So the customers can provide the feedback directly, and it will be a platform for tech solutions as well. So if they need any help and any tech solution related to the console, This will be their platform, and it's also going to be used for verified customer information for future purposes.
We also use enterprise resource planning. So as I mentioned earlier, Katana is something that we use for inventory management, and a few controls that we have to implement are to mediate risk of obsolete inventory, as well as ensure our inventory is up to date with demand.
So that was a brief rundown through our revenue, expenditure, and HR cycle. Hope you guys liked our product, and we'll see you guys in the game.